chair, since you guys wanted a chair so badly. Alright. My hair is super crazy today. Maybe I should have washed it.
It's YouTube music.
It's like super dry though, like I don't really need to wash it every day.
Restrictions apply.
Hi from New York. Oh my goodness, how are you dealing with everything? I'm in California. We're being pretty strict, but I know, let me turn this down a little bit. Like, California's having, they're loosening up a little bit. So I know New York, obviously just being more populated per capita, how are you coping? Like, it's gotta be crazy. Like, I only know one person that's gotten the COVID, and they're not anywhere near me. Like, I would imagine, like, it's a little bit more common where you're at, like, to know someone directly. And also, sorry to bring it up because I'm sure you're so sick of it. I think everyone is, but it's like so hard not to talk about, you know? From what I understand and what I've seen, construction is I love it. T-Tad. Ta-da. Yeah, so construction has resumed normal. Oh, good. Thank you, Namtran, and thank you for your donation earlier. You are amazing. And if you have an actual question, I'll give you a real reading. Otherwise, I'll just pull something general when I have access to my real cards next time. But it's always great to see you. We're going to have to put your picture up again because you did such a awesome dono tonight. Yeah, it's really hard to, like, not talk about COVID-19, even though, like, we're super sick of it. Nothing happened to Caroline. She was able to speak her piece, and I'm very proud of her for that. Some people swear up and down that she's just, like, obsessed with ice still, and I think that how I feel it played out, and I don't know her personally, so I could be totally wrong, but I think she's moved on with her life, from what I understand. I am back, yeah. OBS had a freak out and I had to restart the whole system. So, basically, as far as Caroline goes, I think that similar to my situation, anytime her ex does anything notable, no matter how mundane or not, like tons of people are clipping and, you know, giving her play-by-plays of it. And when she got wind of her ex basically implying that she allowed the indiscretions, the infidelities, I think that she had to go on record about it. Well, there is something called trauma bonding, and that's definitely possibly at play. It is possible that she was just triggered by, like, that flat out lie, you know? Okay, see, that's what I was trying to figure out. I don't know if that was true or not. That's also been a rumor circulating. Um, I hope it's not true. I hope it's a troll, but who knows? Is this like officially confirmed? Right. Well, trauma bonding is very, very insidiously layered and acquired. It doesn't happen over one instance, it happens over many. And after the traumatic or humiliating event, the we'll have the victim. I don't like the word victim, but we'll have the survivor, and we'll have the jerk. And the jerk is going to kind of breadcrumb and fake future endeavors, promise the world and never deliver on it. And they may offer some small token of good faith, but it is a complete facade. It's a mirage. And those little breadcrumbing moments in which they're very sorry, they want to do right, and they fake futures, that's what kind of causes the whole addiction aspect of trauma bonding, because the survivor will live for those little breadcrumb moments because you don't know when you're going to get them. And it actually creates something in your brain very similar to an alcohol or heroin addiction. I don't know if Dread's still here. Yeah, see, Slayer, you totally understand then. You understand the process. I'm looking for the troll comment. Let's see. Geometry. Okay. Okay, I guess I missed the troll comment. I'm sorry. If you wouldn't mind repeating it or paraphrasing, that'd be great. That is a fascinating conclusion. Now, is it beyond just the Mrs. Doubtfire character? You're absolutely right, Slayer. That's the biggest thing. So sometimes being caught is also a blow to the ego. And with someone who wants the cake and eat it too, they want to have both worlds and they don't want to own up to any wrongdoings on their part, they will completely gaslight. And they will say any and everything, plausible or not, to keep that narrative going on what their intents are. And it's really easy to keep that illusion going, especially if your survivor, which I prefer survivor over victim, is still has feelings. If they're not at the point where they're in a state of disdain and what's the word I'm looking for? Not quite resentment, but content. Content. Thank you, Can't Get Right. I appreciate it. Yeah, see, the thing is, you don't actually get closure with those kind of individuals. What happens is usually you're like slow faded out, or you just kind of go crazy until you just say, I'm over it. And the survivor may even like play it as a test, like hoping that their other person, their other half will fight for them, that they will try to make it right, that they can cash in all those promises when things get better, that fake future, and it never comes to fruition. And at that point, that's when the survivor may start to kind of see the light. They may kind of take note of the patterns, and they may be completely disillusioned with what they fell for before. And it can happen to anybody. It is not a diss on someone's intelligence. It's not a diss on their intentions. It is not a socio-economically segregated or like soul issue. It's everywhere across the board. It doesn't matter where you come from, where you're going, how you were raised. Fruition. I guess I said it wrong. Now it's more common. I'm gonna say it's more insidious in poorer situations, because if you literally have no money, you have no freaking options. Like some people like have no way, and they can be isolated from their friends, family, anyone that can help them start a new life. So it is kind of disproportionate with some of the people that experience that, because there's literally no other way. It's like that or the streets for some people. Some people it's like that dire. But if you're fortunate enough to have maybe family or friends to put you up to get back on your feet, that's wonderful. But some people are so ashamed of themselves and that they tolerated it that like they keep to themselves. And that's exactly what the other party wants, because the more they weigh you down, the less you believe you deserve, the longer you'll tolerate it. So, oh, I'm sorry about that, Victor. My OBS was shutting down constantly, and I had to restart the whole system. Okay, now, Clonopin, I hope you're trolling. If you're not, and if you're serious, I want you to know you can always DM me. I'm not going to ask whatever you're going through. I'm not going to ask that you expose that in chat. I'm sure it's incredibly painful, and you may be at a point where you feel that there's nothing left, or you're just sticking around to appease other people. And I can tell you, as someone who's had different struggles than you have, I understand feeling hopeless, and don't rob yourself of any opportunity for things to get better is all I'm saying, and maybe sleep on it another day if you can. But no troll if you need to talk to anyone. Okay, thank God. But I'm really good at talking down to people, or not talking people down from that kind of state. Oh my God, that sounded so bad. No, I'm pretty good at listening when people have, when they feel like there's nothing left. So I sincerely mean that. Like, if anyone's ever going through that, you can DM me. I won't talk to anyone about it. I won't, it'll stay between me and you. Yeah, because I would feel horrible knowing if someone felt some type of way, and I could have maybe had some kind of perspective that they were unable to have at the time, and maybe just try another day, So, yeah. I'd rather you not troll that way, but in the event that you were serious, I had to just put those options out there for you. So. Yeah, well, I guess there's probably less other streamers to exploit, and he seems way less receptive to that now, right? Like, anyone who comes near him, like, he is like a cop collar. And it's kind of like, whoa, bro. Like, he's literally doing to other people what he would cry. Thank you, Bra Love, for telling him what's up. What he would cry about people doing to himself. Like, I hate the hypocrisy. Gator. Yeah, honestly, even, like, I'll just say this for everybody. Sometimes you feel like you don't matter. You feel like just a little speck in a speck of sand in the whole universe. But of all the, people that could have been born, you were born. And just because maybe things haven't gone your way, or you haven't reached your goals, or maybe because everything went completely wrong, doesn't necessarily mean it can't get better, or, you can't make something of it. Like, and whatever you may be going through, I don't know. I'm just saying, don't forget that, there's like a 1 in a million chance of you ever being here. So we don't know if anything happens beyond this, so we may as well make it happen, I would never get with him. Are you serious? I'm trying to stay scuffed free. Scuffed free, all that. I'm trying to be on that polished. Hello. Thank you on the fence. You know, bro love, existence maybe is mundane and overrated sometimes. Maybe. You know, some people have a lot of bad luck. Some people only know struggling. You know, some people don't ever seem to catch a break. But if you cut it short, maybe the next day something was going to fall in place for you. You know, it's definitely hard to stay optimistic sometimes. I completely understand that. But if there's nothing beyond this, we may as well make something of this, you know? And I think most people, if they come to a point, or the people who maybe go through those existential kind of thoughts, or more morbid than that, I feel like it seems like the only option for them, possibly, you know? And I'm not trying to tell people anything, like blow smoke up their ass, but if it's just feeling like nobody cares, I care, even if I don't know you that well, for what it's worth. Oh, right, Muzza? Oh my god, yeah, that's not cute. That's not cute. I would never date him. No. Not even for 2 seconds. Like, not worth it. Thank you. Positivity all day. The thing is, like, I officially need to stop and have stopped dating potential. The thing with potential is you're basically like a seat warmer, a practice girlfriend, you know, or like maybe some of you, maybe if your parents got you your first car, most likely it was a very practical car that if something happened to it, you know, it wasn't like a huge loss or anything. It was meant to potentially be destroyed, being your first car. When you're dating for potential, you're basically like that first car. It's gonna get wrecked, maybe even totaled. And then, if they're fortunate enough, they'll move on to a new whip. You know what I mean? Massa, that is very personal. I don't discriminate, I'll say that much, but who cares? You know? Like, I don't think that's cute. Yeah, can we, like, seriously, like, confirm this whole geezer situation? Thank you, Slayer. Preach, honey. Well, fair enough. Okay, so maybe that's the case. I'm just saying, ladies, if you don't want to be left in the dust, then you can't date for potential anymore. You have to date someone who's comfortable with where they're at, you know? IP2 recap, we can do that. Well, it's been quite the topic, and I just wanted to say on record that I believe it doesn't make Caroline obsessed. It maybe was a time for her to speak her piece and to put her foot down at him trying to, you know, fool someone else. We can do this. All right, let's pull up. Thank you. Let's pull up IP2 over here, and we'll dual screen. Or not dual screen, but I'll have like a window capture deal going on. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Meow. Alright. What's EVZ up to? He is hilarious. Poor guy. Alright. He's got to get, you know, there's these things to cover your cameras. I mean, you can literally do it with a piece of paper. But there's these nicer, like, hardware kind of devices. We got to get him one of those. Because, I mean, if he wants to eat his boogers, okay. That's fine, but he's super triggered by the screen caps happening at that. And he could do that on his time, and when he's ready to go live, whatever. I feel like we gotta get him that. I think he dropped new music recently too. Let's see. Alright. Hold on, let's pull this up. That's dope. I'm just saying, man. Like, I'm not trying to judge him. There's some streamers doing some way sicker shit than that. If EPZ wants to eat his boogers, that doesn't hurt me. I may kind of be like, I'm not really, that's not my flavor. But I ain't mad at him for that. Like, people are doing way worse things, So. And some people are better. Let's see. Oh. Okay, hold on. Let's pull up. I think we kind of want to use a different browser. Sorry about that. Okay. Maybe Chrome is more ideal for this. Let's do Chrome. Okay, we've got this, and alright, are we gonna go over hot or new? Is he still bothering her? That poor woman, I love her. This stream is dedicated to Grandma Pat. She's a good woman, she's a saint. Okay, let's add browser capture. Little bat is ridiculous sometimes. Okay, I think browser source will scroll with us if I remember correctly. Oh my god, Slayer, you're ridiculous. Okay. When someone eats something that is non-edible, it is actually called pica. Let's see, hold on, let's move this, format this around here. Okay, alright, and maybe, wait, cancel that. Maybe we'll put music on something else other than the desktop because I have a little bit more control over the volume that way. Or a lot more control. If I had a mixer, that would do it, but whatever. Okay, I digress. Okay, why am I so nice? I'm so nice because I know what it's like to not fit in, to feel like you don't matter. And yeah, I got picked on quite a bit as a kid, and I kind of put other people before myself as far as feelings go. Needs and that. That's also been kind of a downfall for me. I've tried to make people more like worthy of my trust instead of just giving it away initially. I've had to enforce saying no, but I don't think I could completely get rid of caring about other people, because I know what it's like to feel like no one cares, So something like that. Alright, let's check this out now. This song's not really the vibe. Alright, Megan Thee Stallion. If he started to get better with his girlfriend, would I date him? No. I would hope that he is just a better person in general. He could do a 180, 360, and I would still not be attracted to that kind of person. There are certain things that I think are unforgivable. Like, that is an incredibly poor taste, amongst other things. Like, capitalizing on super racist TTS. Like, I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that at all. It's one thing to, I don't know, like, I think it's, the only thing that I think is kind of funny was, when people would play, like, F the police or something when police rolled up. That's kind of funny. That's a little ballsy, whatever. But, like, as far as actual racial kind of stuff, like, no. And then, even worse, like, sometimes, like, he would make his TTS more expensive when that was happening. Like, that's gross. No, I'm not cool with that at all. Not cool with that at all. And, I just don't see him changing ever, I'm not down with that. Okay, now I gotta plug the mouse in for a second, because this is not working. Well, it's like, it's more than just tacky. It's like unacceptable. Like tacky is like making it like, oh, well, it's not cool to do, or, that's like that's last season, like, or that's hideous. Like, I think it is beyond just how it makes you look. I think it makes everyone look bad, and it is wrong across the board, not just because of what people would think of me if I said something like that. Wrong because it's wrong, period. Does that make sense? Like, it's not about keeping up appearances, it's wrong on principle, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Well, I feel like he's kind of burned so many bridges and so much opportunity for major contracts that he's had to, by force, not change of heart, slow his roll on that a little bit, if that makes sense. Alright, we can get rid of that one, but I need my mouse to charge because I'm kind of, let's see, okay, now it wants to work. It's so annoying when it does that. Okay. Alright, let's pull this one up. Okay, if I do this, whoop, oh shit. Okay. There we go. Okay, hopefully that's better. Make sure everything's where we want it. Okay. Yeah, we are, Derek. Thank you for joining us. So you guys requested a Reddit recap, so I'm going to deliver. Hopefully this scrolls with me. Let's check this out. We'll go with new. Oh. Okay, so this one is not... Okay, hold on. We gotta fix this browser source here because it's not... Maybe that's not what we want. Okay, because I want it to move with me. So maybe is that a window capture? Let's see. Let's turn this off. We'll get a new one. Is it... what will actually move with me? Is that media source? I'm gonna try that. See if that works. No. Okay, no, that's not it. Okay, I don't know if I want to do... Or no, I think window capture will move with me. We'll find out. Okay, there we go. Hopefully this moves with me, yes. Okay. So not even 2 seconds after it is requested that I do a recap, we have some hate for me doing a recap, and that's fine. That's just fine by me. I'm generally not a recap channel, but I'm happy to provide what you guys are interested in seeing at the time. So whoever posted that, thank you, because you're only helping me by mentioning me. So, good shit. Alright, let's see if this scrolls. Okay. And let's see, Drobros, thank you for that. We did get rid of the redundant chat happening. Okay. Did we lose OBS again? Oh my god. Let's see. Anything for you if you just let me. Seriously? Alright. We may have to reboot again. This sucks.